So in today's video, I'm going to set up a camera to time-lapse a couple of plants growing over the next few weeks. So if you don't know how a time-lapse works, you basically take a photo with increments between them. Once you're done taking those photos for a long time, you can shrink the space between the photos to make the photos only play for a tiny little amount of time, and then string them all together and play them back really fast, and it looks like the video is moving really quickly. So basically what I'm going to do is set up the plants like in some sort of planter box, and I'm going to mount my camera and then take a photo probably twice or 3 times a day, and then it'll look like the plant is growing really quickly. So I have this little camera here that I'm gonna set up permanently on some sort of mount thing to take the photos of the plants. The problem with using this camera is that it does have this little USB port here to charge, but the problem is that when it's plugged in, if it's on, it won't charge. So it can't just sit and time-lapse forever. This camera has a time-lapse feature that theoretically lets you time-lapse for years, but for some reason you can only time-lapse until this runs out. I could make like a dud battery that's shaped like this. In there you can see where the battery connects, and I could make a fake battery that plugs into the wall off those. What do I make it out of? Okay, so I got this plank of wood which looks kinda good. So if I can reshape a bit of this wood to be the shape of this battery and then put wires where those gold contacts are, then I could maybe trick the camera into running forever. Let's try this. Okay, so if I start with thickness of the battery and try thin this plank out to be the same width as this, I'll do that first. The wood is now as thick as the battery. There we go, so now I just got to shave off this top bit just here. There we go, the wood is now the exact same size as the battery. The battery has this little nook on the corner here, and the nook is inside the camera as well, so I have to just take a little chip out of the corner of the wood. I put the nook on the wrong side of the wood. Oh well, it can have double nooks. Alright, now to go test the dud battery in the camera. Alright, so the wood should just load right into here like that. Perfect. So next I just have to carve these gold bits out of the wood and then attach a wire at each end for the power supply. We will hopefully just need the outer two. So that is one of the contact points ready to go into the fake battery. So it's plugged in. Yeah, so that's working normally. Okay, so I've run out of time to actually set up the camera time-lapsing plants today, so I'll do that tomorrow. But what I am going to do is set this up to time-lapse overnight and test that it's working. So I'll set that up now, and then you can see that at the start of tomorrow's episode. Okay, so I've chosen this little spot here to time-lapse all night. So that's the kind of shot that I'm going to be getting. And so now I have 2 numbers to control: shooting interval and image count. So I want the output to be 30 seconds. And to do that, I need to take 25 photos for every second of output. So that's 25 times 30 is 750 photos. So I'm just going to punch that in. So now that I know that I'm going to take 750 photos, I need to choose a time that I want the time-lapse to stop. So if it's 5:45, let's say I want it to finish at 8:45. So I want it to take 15 hours. I want the whole thing to take 15 hours. So then I need to divide 15 hours in seconds by 750 to figure out how much time I need between each photo. So I need 72 seconds between each photo taken, which is 1 minute and 12 seconds. So I'm going to punch that into the camera. 1 minute, 12 seconds. So now it wants us to click shutter to start. Turned off. Why did it turn off? The camera just turned off, which makes me nervous because I think that it might automatically turn off and on so that it doesn't run out of battery, which is something that I never thought about. So maybe this modification could be for nothing. If we sit and wait 1 minute and 12 seconds and it turns on, takes a photo and turns off, I'm gonna be very upset. So it just turned on. It just zoomed back in. Is it gonna take a photo? Oh my god, it did. And then it turned straight back off again. I have never tried to take a time lapse long before on this camera. and it is smarter than I thought it would be. I guess this whole modification was kind of for nothing. Well, see you tomorrow. Come check out this time lapse in the morning.